Dancing in Rhymes, Price Elementary's Angelica Concepcion is determined to make learning the Chamorro language and culture fun.
I just turn on Chamorro music, and my students, especially my fourth grade girls, they'll just, I'll just say a word, "Batsu," they start doing it.
As a young girl, her favorite part of the school day was Chamorro class, and at home her grandmother spoke to her in the language too. But it wasn't until she took on a job as a substitute teacher and school aide that prompted her to pursue a bachelor's degree in elementary education with a specialty in Chamorro language and culture from the University of Guam.
That's what really solidified me wanting to teach, was when I started subbing, especially when they gave me the Chamorro classes. That's where I knew this is what I wanted to do.
And although she's finishing up her master's from the University of Portland, she has no plans of moving up to an administrative position anytime soon. She's loved every one of the 9 years she spent in the classroom as students continue to surprise her.
I have a kinder student who just wasn't opening up to me. I mean, it was just in February that he started opening up to me, and he was very quiet, very shy, wouldn't look at me, wouldn't smile at me, but when I started teaching him, we started teaching him how to chant. He became my chant leader.
Parents are surprised too when students bring their Chamorro phrases home, including, "I need to pee."
I love my job, I do. I get a lot of good feedback from my parents. They come to my conferences and they're like, my son or my daughter said this, that, and the other to me, and I don't even know what they're talking about. I have to call my mom and say, "What does my empunzo mean?" Because my daughter woke me up at 3 in the morning.
Determined to keep every student on track, Concepcion uses short and simple phrases and frequently translates.
I don't move on from a lesson until I know that they've grasped at least 80% of it. I don't just jump from lesson to lesson. I make sure that they talk, they learn it. I make sure my students understand while I'm teaching them. Like the numbers and the colors and the shapes, for instance. You teach them the colors, but they don't know what kalot means. When you say hafestin a kalot, it's like, I don't know what you're talking about. But I make sure my students know that the colors, their labels are kalot.
She may be doing her part to preserve the island's native language and culture, but she asks parents to enforce it at home.
If you encourage your students to be active and participate in the Chamorro classes, that we could take the language a long way.
To nominate a teacher for A Touch of Class, email